That's the right one.
Make sure
Wonderful.
the volume's on.
Yes, it is. Round number 1 is up. I just got a little buzz saying that we're live, so that's perfect. Our countdown program is open. I'm opening YouTube now. And I'm opening Twitch. There we go.
All right.
Awesome. Now let me get the answer forms so I can drop them in those. Now let me get the answer forms so I can drop them in those. Okay, sounds like I'm still talking on Twitch, I think. Yep, there we go. I am logged in. Want to chat with Octopus Trivia? I am Octopus Trivia. Authenticator app. Fun.
Yay! Authentication.
Where's the authenticator?
Such an aggravation. Situation, never what you want it to be.
I can't find it, which is funny because I open it by mistake a lot of the time. So where is it?
I'll just search for it.
Yep. There it is. So, hey, do you want to chat with this person? I am that person. Feeling a little Ben Kenobi. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Fun way to start the night. Hello, everybody. I see we have 4 viewers. Aaron says, hello, this is my first time here. I finally made it. Not sure what to do, so I'll just watch this week. Well, it's really simple, and we'll get into...
I'm actually typing to her now.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you, TJ, for handling that. Good evening, everybody. About 5 minutes away from getting started with our first question of the evening. This is Gentleman Octopus Trivia. We do it every Monday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'm going to move on to our next slide and say thank you to all of the people who have supported us thus far and who supported us most recently. We would like to say thank you to Liz Hudson, Adam Francois Watkins, and Rachel Schumann, to Lincoln Hamilton, Claire Fisher, and Will Gilbert. Also like to say thank you, Gail Angeles, Stephen Glassman, and Mark Dawson. I believe Gail is actually celebrating an anniversary today, so
That's
congratulations, awesome. Gail, if you're watching. Like to say thank you to Jerome Verid, Adam Connor, and Martin Butterick, to Kent Buxton, Dustin Resch, and Lindsay Henry, to Jordan Lax, Dan Fitzpatrick, and, of course, to Sarah Ann Rapp, partner of the Octopus and partner of mine. She has also, as always, contributed a question to tonight's event and also helped out with the music round quite a bit. So look forward to her content during this game. You'll be seeing that in round 2 and round 3. So that's awesome. I'm very glad to get the chance to work with her, to get to work with my brother, and to get to work with all the fine folks who like to send us guest questions. Mm-hmm. And if you would like to send us a guest question, all you got to do is hit us up on either of our personal Facebooks, or we prefer you use the company page if you want to just DM us and ask about what kind of questions we're looking for, how you go about being a contributor, any of that. We'll be happy to help you out. Mm-hmm. And like I said, very happy to have the family vibe here, working with my girlfriend, working with my TJ. Yep. You know, good stuff. Like to say thank you to Claire Fisher for being the first to donate
thank
tonight.
You, Claire.
And Claire, your donation, as well as that of anyone else who contributes tonight, will be going to the Texas Equal Access Fund. That is right, 100% of donations and tips for this evening will go to furthering reproductive rights in Texas. All of the donations and tips will go straight to the Texas Equal Access Fund. So give generously if
Spill
you
the tea.
spill the tea. Exactly.
We'll spill the tea.
Keep that have that tea overflow until it's filled. Exactly. Yeah, that's the tea fund. All right. But yeah, give generously, give with confidence. We've checked them out with Charity Navigator, checked them out with a variety of places.
We've talked to people in Texas.
Yeah, they're doing good work, and we would like to support them this evening. So help us with helping them. Now let's move on to the rules. And T, do you mind starting this one?
Yeah, no problem. So the rules are: please submit your answers using the Google form links that have been provided in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Make sure you include your team name on each one of your forms, and please try to keep them as the same from round to round. So if you have like an exclamation point in a specific spot, make sure it's there for all 5 rounds. Otherwise, it'll think you're a new team and it'll give your points away. There'll be going to be 5 rounds at 8 questions. Your middle round is going to be a music round, and it's got a theme. Mm-hmm. And the only one that is different in tonight's game is the music round, in which we will have you listen to a clip, and you'll provide title and artist. Each one will be worth 1 point apiece, except for the theme of the round, which is worth 2 points. 2 points. Ooh. Feel free to play individually, or you can team up using the chat in Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, or just going through Messenger.
A lot of people set up a Zoom, too. We've had that happen quite a bit. I'm going to move on to...
I think everybody's a little done with Zoom at this point. Like, my life's been Zoom for like 2 years.
Right. Also want to say each correct answer to a question is worth 1 point unless otherwise noted. As TJ pointed out, the music round exactly is the exception. In this game, questions will be read one time, and then they will be recapped. After the recap, we will put up a 3-minute timer for you to submit your answers, and at the end of that timer, once we have the answers, we'll evaluate them, and we'll show you what was correct in that round.
What we got.
Show us what you got. Exactly. We will do that. There will be, there will be no final question, and tiebreakers will only be used in the case of a first-place tie.
Or written.
In the case of a first-place tie.
That's our dirty little secret.
It's a dirty little secret if at the beginning of every game we tell everybody, hey, we haven't written the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Which what we'll do is, like everything else in my trivia writing life, I'll throw a random number generator on it. It'll give us a question from 1 to 32,
and we'll
write a
close to the pin question.
We'll write a tiebreaker question based on that question. All right, it is 9 o'clock.
It is time, almost 9
o'clock. Ready to rock?
Yep.
All right.
I made that Happy Gilmore joke last week or 2 weeks ago.
9 at 9.
Almost 9 o'clock.
Got to get that give.
Mm-hmm.
All right, round number 1. I'm going to start this one.
Sounds
I'm going to be on odds tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Odds, evens. Question number 1. Good luck, everybody. In a certain poem from 1917, which avians are described, quote, among snowy mountains, in the cedar limbs, and nearly a dozen other ways? In a certain poem from 1917, what avians are described among snowy mountains, in the cedar limbs, and nearly a dozen other ways? That's question number 1. Give us the name of the type of avians that are described in that poem from 1917.
That's question 1.
That's what I said.
Yep. Question number 2. Although its name means greater, what Italian lake is the country's second largest and the second deepest after Lake Garda and Lake Como, respectively? So once again, although its name means greater, it's not so great, really.
Right.
Which Italian lake is only the country's second largest and the second deepest?
You come to me when you are the second largest, second deepest lake in Italy. You ain't achieved what they've achieved.
After Lake Garda and Lake Como, respectively. So Lake Garda is the first largest lake, and Lake Como is the deepest. What is the second in each category with an Italian name that means greater? That's question 2.
Excellent rewrite.
Yeah, that's how you paraphrase, son.
Question number 3. What Spanish golfer and 2017 Masters champion has an excellent Ryder Cup record?
That's on Twitch.
Taking points from over 60% of their matches. Okay, looks like on Twitch, being asked to repaste the answer forms. There they are. I'm going to repaste them in YouTube as well, just in case anybody's missing those. And I will reread this question before we move on to the next. Question number 3. What Spanish golfer and 2017 Masters champion has an excellent Ryder Cup record, taking points from over 60% of their total matches? That is question number 3.
Question number 4, coming from the Latin for to look forward. What 10-letter word describes a document informing investors of the state of their securities, as well as expected growth over time? I wonder where you got a question like this, huh?
Shut up.
Coming from the Latin for to look forward, what 10-letter word describes a document informing investors of the state of their securities, as well as their expected growth over time? What 10-letter word with the Latin from the Latin for to look forward is that? That's question 4.
Good empanada.
Good empanada. I know how it is.
Question number 5. Which British actress has received Oscar nominations for roles in 21 Grams and The Impossible, in addition to earning a SAG award for her work in Birdman as part of an ensemble including Emma Stone and Andrea Riseborough? Which British actress was nominated for the Oscar for 21 Grams and The Impossible, and was a co-recipient of a SAG award for Best Ensemble in the film Birdman, sharing the honor with Emma Stone and Andrea Riseborough? That is question number 5.
Question number 6. See on the following slide is the world's smallest species of armadillo, typically measuring only 6 inches in length. This species is partly named for what type
What was that about? It's a pause. What's this pause going on?
For what type of mythical being? So, alright, yeah. See on the following slide is the world's smallest species of armadillo, typically measuring only 6 inches in length. This species is partly named for what type of mythical being, and there's your dillo.
There's your dillo.
Had to be careful with that one, too.
Okay. It's only 6 inches, but it's well armored.
Yeah,
Thank you, Bank Daddy. I did not realize when writing that this morning that I was creating...
You really set me up there for
Yeah.
success. Give me a slow pitch softball. Took a big swing.
We usually play on YouTube, but that's super behind. Oh, sorry to hear that, John.
The stream is on the rules there.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, if you want to go to Twitch, you can go twitch.tv/Octopus Trivia, and it should be going a lot better. It is still on the rules for YouTube. Wow, that is bad. I'm refreshing now, and hold on. Okay, yeah, YouTube is having some major issues. It's still on the rules. I'd recommend
It's still
using
on the rules.
Twitch or Facebook if you have the chance. That is real bad.
Ooh.
Anyway, that's a long look at question number 6. Here comes question number 7. An event in Brazil known as the Constitutionalist Revolution of 1932 resulted in the installation of what lawyer and politician who served as president until 1945 and then again from 1951 to 1954? What lawyer and politician served as president of Brazil until from 1932 to 1945, and then from 1951 to 1954? This president was installed following the Constitutionalist Revolt of 1932. What is the name of that lawyer and politician? That's question.
Got
Seven.
Stadler and Waldorf there. That was horrible. That was terrible. I loved it. Oh.
Jeez.
Thanks. Question number 8. The Bardo Brasserie in Las Vegas serves a 24-ounce grilled pork chop with butter poached peaches and a glaze made from what French elderflower liqueur? So once again, the Bardo Brasserie in Las Vegas serves a 24-ounce grilled pork chop with butter poached peaches. What else kind of peaches would you get? And the glaze made from what French elderflower liqueur? So what French elderflower liqueur is paired with a 24-ounce grilled pork chop in Vegas?
Should specify that that's what brand What French brand?
What French brand? Okay.
Yeah, what French brand of elderflower liqueur? I mean, I don't think there's really anybody else in the elderflower liqueur game that's anywhere near as known as this brand, but just want to cover ourselves there.
And that is question number 8. That is round number 1, but it is time for the recap.
It is, and we're going to go back to question number 1, in which we asked you, in a certain poem from 1917, which avians are described among snowy mountains, in the cedar limbs, and nearly a dozen other ways. What are the names of the avians from that 1917 poem? Rather, what type of avians feature in that 1917 poem? That is question number 1.
Question number 2, although its name means greater, what Italian lake is the country's second largest and the second deepest, after Lake Garda and Lake Como, respectively?
Question number 3. What Spanish golfer and 2017 Masters champion has an excellent Ryder Cup record, having taken having taken points from 60% of their Ryder Cup matches? What is the name of that Spanish golfer who's a Ryder Cup regular, I would suppose?
Ryder Cup exploits are well known.
Yeah, whose Ryder Cup exploits are well known, and who also took the 2017 Masters.
Took that green jacket home.
That is question number 3. Who is it?
Question number 4, coming from the Latin for to look forward. What 10-letter word describes a document informing investors of the state of their securities, as well as expected growth over time? What is that 10-letter word? That is question 4.
Question number 5. Which British actress has received Oscar nominations for roles in 21 Grams and The Impossible? In addition to these nominations, this actress has earned a SAG Award for Best Ensemble in the film Birdman, an honor she shared with Emma Stone and Andrea Riseborough, among others. That's question number 5. Identify this actress.
No, they were the only 3 in the movie, actually.
Yeah, they're the only 3 in the movie. Heck of an ensemble. 3 people.
Yep. Question number 6. Seen in the following slide is the world's smallest species of armadillo. Typically measuring only 6 inches in length, this species is partly named for what type of mythical being? What type of mythical being is that dillo named for? That's question 6.
We've got the Dillo distro tonight.
Yep.
All right.
Better than Dillo Disco?
Dillo disco?
Dillo Disco.
I don't know what Dillo disco is.
That'd be an armadillo disco.
Oh. It is just that bad.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
Question number 7. An event in Brazil known as the Constitutionalist Revolution of 1932 resulted in the installation of what lawyer and politician who served as president until 1945 and then again from 1951 to 1954? Who is that lawyer and politician who served as Brazilian president from 1932 to 1945 and then again from 1951 to 1954? Identify that politician. That's number 7.
And your last one of the round, the Bardot Brasserie in Las Vegas serves a 24-ounce grilled pork chop with butter poached peaches and a glaze made with what French brand's elderflower liqueur? So what brand of French elderflower liqueur pairs with this 24-ounce grilled pork chop? That is question number 8.
All right, that is question number 8, which means it is time for y'all to get your answers in. We're going to set up a timer for about 3 minutes. We're going to put on some filler music, and by the end of that, make sure you get your answers in. We'll show you the slides all over again, so you'll get another look at them. And then, when we've received your answers and graded them, we'll show you what was correct and what was incorrect in round number 1. So now, our question of the night is, what do we feel like listening to?
Time for disco, isn't it?
Is it time for disco?
It's time for disco.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do we have disco? We have disco. All right. Best of luck, everybody. We will see you soon. Disco accomplished. All right, here we are. Let me actually take a moment to grade the answers. I forgot to do that. Shouldn't
Whoopsie.
take any more than a second. Let's see. Answer sheet. Round number
Well,
one.
that was a second. So.
All locked down now. Validator. Let's see. Yes to you. No to you. Definitely no to you. No, I'm kidding.
Stop swiping on Tinder in the middle of the stream.
Hey. I am extremely happily involved. I will not be Tinder swiping with you plebs. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Don't know. Yes. There we go. All right, cool.
I know this, but my brain can't give it to me.
Love that.
Been there.
That's the honesty. I love that honesty. All right, let's take a look at the answers here. From round number one, starting with question number one. In a certain poem from 1917, which avians are described among snowy mountains, in the cedar limbs, and nearly a dozen other ways. Well, those descriptions come from a poem called 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird. So those are blackbirds, as described by Wallace Stevens in just
None
a couple.
of them are singing in the dead of night.
None of them singing in the dead of night. I was surprised, too. They all fold.
Question number two. Although its name means greater, what Italian lake is the country's second largest and the second deepest, after Lake Garda and Lake Como, respectively? That would be Lake Maggiore.
Maggiore.
Maggiore, yeah.
I don't know if people got this from Italian geography knowledge or Italian language knowledge, but it was pretty well got.
That's good.
So, good job, everybody.
job.
Question number three. What Spanish golfer and 2017 Masters champion has an excellent Ryder Cup record, taking points from over 60% of their matches in that contest? That would be...
For a long time, he was the best Spanish golfer. Maybe not anymore. John Rahm.
John Rahm.
John Rahm is
course.
probably the best Spanish golfer currently going.
Yeah, and a previous Learned League answer this season. By the way, it's the last day of LL, so make sure you submit. That is Sergio Garcia.
Who Sergio actually today got selected with a captain's pick to join the Ryder Cup team in September.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Is that how many Ryder Cups is that for Garcia?
A
bunch.
Wow.
A bunch.
It's every 2 years, and I think he's been on 7 or 8 teams now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
been
game.
a lot. Question number 4, coming from the Latin for to look forward. What 10-letter word describes a document informing investors of the state of their securities as well as expected growth over time? That would be a prospectus.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can get a baseball prospectus.
Recently started investing in my retirement. Very excited about that. And got my own little prospectus last weekend. So figured, that's a cool word. Haven't seen that in a while.
Somebody hasn't been to Barnes & Noble in a minute.
Question number 5. Which British actress has received Oscar nominations for 21 Grams and The Impossible, in addition to earning a SAG Award for Best Ensemble for the film Birdman, an honor she shared with Emma Stone and Andrea Riseborough? This would be Naomi Watts.
Yep. I heard that there was a few people talking about that Naomi Watts isn't generally considered to be British, even though she was born there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, typically she's considered, like, people think of her as Australian, but she was not born in Australia, so technically British. But yeah, Naomi Watts, definitely, I don't know if I'd call her underrated. I'm not sure.
She's been in a lot of things that you would know.
Right, and she's always good.
Yeah.
She's always good.
That was the name I got mostly through typing on my phone before I passed out last night. I was so tired after watching all the football. So, yeah. Question number 6. Seen on the following slide is the world's smallest species of armadillo, typically measuring only 6 inches in length. This species is partly named for what type of mythical being? There's your armadillo. And I can tell you it's a fairy armadillo.
Yeah, that is the pink fairy armadillo, the smallest of the armadillo species. And it's, like I said, just about 6 inches. I mean, see, it's like just the length of that person's hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's your pink fairy armadillo.
Playing a little violin.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you could do the xylophone. Get a little stick. Reek. Question number 7. An event in Brazil known as the Constitutionalist Revolution of 1932 resulted in the installation of what lawyer and politician who served as president until 1945 and then again from 1951 to 1954? The person who assumed dictatorial control over the country was Getulio Vargas. Getulio Vargas, major figure in mid-century Brazilian politics, for sure.
There you go.
I wanted to write a question on the history of Brazil, and I'm like, I think I'll write about, the indigenous history. Reading all that, this is fascinating. Reading all that, this is fascinating. I'm halfway through the Brazil history Wikipedia page, and I had a hard time deciding what I wanted to write about. I want to go back and read the rest of it.
And your last question of the round. The Bardot Brasserie in Las Vegas serves a 24-ounce grilled pork chop with butter-poached peaches and a glaze made from what French brand's elderflower liqueur? That brand is Saint-Germain.
Yeah, Saint-Germain. Definitely the premier maker of elderflower liqueur. I believe located in Paris, which would make sense for Saint-Germain.
Saint-Germain, yeah.
Saint-Germain, exactly. But that is round
Speaking
number
of, Champions League starts tomorrow.
Ooh, does it?
Yeah, it does. I was talking to Dad about it. Yeah.
Cool.
Man U plays the always excellently named Young Boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you pull up our results?
Yes, I can.
See who we've got playing tonight. I'll pull up round number 2 while you're doing that.
We're moving a little slow. Might have had a Hot Pocket before.
Well, you had a couple of tech things. And a couple
We've
of
got
music
first
things.
timer with low expectations. We have third podium. Kanye West Nile Virus. Team Coast to Coast. Jodeci and Oracle. Mac Nose Goblins?
Magic, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
Magic
with the
Nose
J and a K.
Goblins. Yeah, I guess so. And the Diet of Dewormers, or the Diet of Dewormers. I think it's going to be the Diet, probably.
I think it's
But I like
probably
Diet.
both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Diet of Devermser.
Yeah, Dewormers.
Devermsers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, round number 2
Moving
gets us
on
started
to round number 2.
with question number 1. Of the 5 total counties in the state of Rhode Island, that's all you get, 5, 3 of them are named for locations in the United Kingdom. Name any one of those 3. There are 5 counties located in Rhode Island. 3 of them are named for a location in the United Kingdom. You just need to name one of those counties. One of the 3 counties that is named for a location in the United Kingdom and is located in Rhode Island. That's all you got to do.
Sorry, Ren and Stimpy went right over my head then.
Yeah.
I mean to go back and watch that at some point, but I have not.
You say that about a lot of things.
Yeah,
I do too.
I know.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Do you want a $50 U.S. savings bond? How about a trip to Space Camp? Or an N64? These were just some of the prizes on What Kirk Fogg hosted game show that aired on Nickelodeon from 1993 to 1995.
Speaking of Nickelodeon, Ren and Stimpy and all that.
There you go. Once again, do you want a $50 savings bond? Maybe, all right. A trip to Space Camp? Oh, yeah. N64 comes with Mario. These are just some of the prizes you could win on What Kirk Fogg hosted game show that aired on Nickelodeon from 1993 to 1995. What is the name of that game show? That's question 2.
What is a $50 U.S. savings bond worth today? Because don't they double every 5 years? What
Possibly.
do they do?
I'll look it up later.
No, the chat will figure it out before we do. That's typically how that goes. Question number 3. Competitive eater Matt Stoney delved into video game culture when he ate the entirety of Big Smoke's Cluckin' Bell order from what video game series? Note, the specific game in this series in which the action appears is not required. But there's a character named Big Smoke who gets one hell of an order at a restaurant called Cluckin' Bell in what video game series? Competitive eater Matt Stoney then took down the whole business.
Yeah, he did.
You got a pretty great picture for it. You'll love it.
Yep.
Anyway, that's question number 3. Give us the name of the video game series that has the restaurant Cluckin' Bell and the character Big Smoke.
Question number 4. The following images show works created by what American artist, better known for depicting subjects such as Mike Piazza and Muhammad Ali? So what American artist is shown depicting these images, although they might be better known for depicting Mike Piazza and Muhammad Ali? What American did these works?
I love the tiger and the zebra so much.
Flock of zebras.
Flock of zebras. What is a group of zebras called?
Something made
A
up.
barcode. It's got to be a barcode, right?
It's not a barcode.
Group of zebras.
It's an error.
Is called a dazzle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It is a
I
dazzle.
love that.
That's right, it is a dazzle.
Yes, a dazzle of zebras. Ooh, dazzling. Dazzling.
So what American did these works?
There we go. There we go. Question number 5. In 2020, what band set the record for the longest ever music video when their visual accompaniment for the song Level of Concern ran for 177 total days? 177 total days was the final count for the duration of the video for Level of Concern, a song released by what band, who in 2020 set the world record for longest ever music video with that song? That's question number 5. Give us the band.
Question number 6. If I can't have it, neither can you, is the base idea behind a type of mentality named for what animal, known to sabotage the escape attempts of individuals when the group is in peril. If I can't have it, neither can you is the base idea behind a type of mentality named for what animal, known to sabotage the escape attempts of individuals when the group is in peril. What animal really self-owns itself? That's question 6.
And question number 7. This one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. So thank you very much, Sarah.
I forgot my water again. Ghost water.
Question number 7. The following cartoon shows the absurd reach of legislation against obscenity and birth control, named after which U.S. postal inspector for whom a sitcom cat is also named?
Sitcom cat.
Sitcom cat. So once again, the following cartoon shows the absurd reach of legislation against obscenity and birth control that is named after which U.S. postal inspector for whom a sitcom cat is also named. And here is the cartoon depicting the, quote, absurd reach of that legislation. See, look, the painters got the woman's head painted there, but everything else is redacted. As you gotta cover up the naughty bits right before you can start painting the naughty bits. Nope. Slap them on. Ow, that was hard.
See, the referee's gonna go over and I assume paint out some of the.
And he painted a flag over it. Oh, there's a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
That's question number 7. Thank you for that one, Sarah. TJ, take us to the Randy Anagram.
Randy Anagram time. Rearrange the following letters to form a 10-letter word, and your word is it cream?
It is.
Is it cream?
It is cream.
Is it cream? And your hint, let's just agree to quit fighting about it. Is it cream? Let's just agree to quit fighting about it. Rearrange those letters. Give us a 10-letter word. That's all you got to do for Randy Anagram time. And it is time for the recap.
It is the question recap, starting again with question number 1. Of the 5 total counties in the state of Rhode Island, 3 are named for locations in the United Kingdom. Your job? Name any one of those 3. TJ?
Question number 2. Do you want a $50 savings bond? How about a trip to space camp? Or an N64? Those were just some of the prizes on What Kirk Fogg hosted game show that aired on Nickelodeon from 1993 to 1995.
Question number 3. Competitive eater Matt Stoney took down a video game meal, Big Smoke's Cluckin' Bell Order, which can be found in what video game series? What video game series can you find both the character Big Smoke and the fictional restaurant Cluckin' Bell? That's question number 3. Give us the name of the series. You can give us the specific game, but that is not required. Yeah. Not at all. That's question number 3.
Question number 4. The following images show works created by what American artist? They're known for depicting subjects such as Mike Piazza and Muhammad Ali. So what American artist depicted these works?
Gotta love the tigers and the zebras.
Oh my. There wasn't a third, so that oh my was a little bit premature.
Trying to see if there's a GIF that has a tiger and a zebra.
Well, maybe you don't want those gifts.
Wait, why would there be a GIF? Tigers don't live in Africa. Zebras do. Okay.
That is question number 4.
Question number 5. In 2020, what band set the record for longest ever music video when their visual accompaniment for the song Level of Concern ran for 177 total days. Which band set the record for world's longest music video with their song Level of Concern? That's question number 5.
Question number 6. If I can't have it, neither can you. Is the base idea behind the type of mentality named for what animal that is known to sabotage the escape attempts of individuals even when the group is in peril? What animal is that named for? That's question 6.
Question number 7. The following cartoon shows the absurd reach of legislation against obscenity and birth control, named after which U.S. postal inspector for whom a sitcom cat is also named.
Once again, thank you, Sarah, for this
I was about to say I'd like to thank Sarah and Rapp for this question, and here's your cartoon depicting the absurd reach of that legislation. Once again, we're looking for the namesake of that legislation, a U.S. postal inspector. Thank you, Sarah, for writing this question and for giving us a nice tasteful
Tasteful.
redacted. Pinky out at that redacted.
And now it's time for something a little less tasteful. It's Randy Anagram time.
That's a palate cleanser.
Yep. Rearrange the following letters to form a 10-letter word. Is it cream? It is. Is it cream? Your hint. Let's just agree to quit fighting about it. Is it cream? Let's just agree to quit fighting about it. Rearrange those letters. Give us a 10-letter word.
I mean, are we identifying a mystery stain or arguing about, like, the best psychedelic rock band?
Is it cream? Is Disraeli Gears it?
You gotta be something else, right?
And go ahead and submit your answers for round number 2. I think that's 9 letters. It might be. Is it 9 letters?
Ooh, it is.
Well,
yeah.
Again, bud.
Sorry, guys. Yep, that is 9 letters. Thank you, Tiangua, for calling that one out. That was... Wow.
Again?
Didn't count.
You didn't count.
I can do all the other stuff. I can't count.
You just took it for granted.
I looked at it. I was like, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
Rearrange those. Give us a 9-letter word. 9 letters. 9 letters.
We'll see y'all on the flip side. And bye for now. Get those answers in.
Hopefully, in the interval, you learned how to count. Love it, bud.
Yeah, I found out that's not the only mistake I made in this round. We'll see. Question number 1. Of the 5 total counties in the state of Rhode Island, 3 of them have a name that is also the name of a place in the United Kingdom. Rather, they were named for those locations in the United Kingdom. Name any one of those 3 you could have given us. Kent, or Bristol, or Newport. Providence and Washington have their own namesakes, but Kent, Bristol, or Newport was correct. Question number 2.
Question number 2. Do you want a $50 savings bond? About a trip to Space Camp or an N64? Those were just some of the prizes on What Kirk Fogg hosted game show. It aired on Nickelodeon from 1993 to 1995. That is, of course, Olmec's Legends of the Hidden Temple. There is the Silver Snakes and the Red Jaguars.
All the blue barracudas and purple parrots and orange iguanas and
Green monkeys.
green monkeys. Yep. Question number 3. Competitive eater Matt Stoney delved into video game culture by eating the entirety of Big Smoke's Cluckin' Bell order from what video game series? You didn't have to give us the specific game, which was San Andreas, but that is from Grand Theft Auto. Obviously, Cluckin' Bell doesn't exist. It's a fictional restaurant But Stoney got the equivalent of that order, which, by the way, let me read.
Oh, yeah,
that
Big Smoke's order is insane. This has been the source of many a Reddit post.
All right. Big Smoke's order is...
It's like...
2 number 9s,
yep.
a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, one with cheese, and a large soda. So there's like what? 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 combo meals there.
Now the Reddit thread that I was reading actually contended that he didn't order it all for himself because the 3 guys in the car already talked about what they wanted, and 2 of them were number 9s and one was a 6 with extra dip. He just took it upon himself to order it all, but they give him a look in the game.
2 number 9s and a 6 with extra dip. So he got a number 9 large, a number 7, and 2 number 45s at the very least.
Which 2 number 45s is supposed to be chicken nuggets. So like the little 6-piece chicken nuggets and
one
stuff
with
like
cheese?
that. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into this.
Stoney's got a lot right there.
Yeah, he made his all with fries and a drink. He regretted those drinks later on. Question number 4. The following image show works by what American artist, better known for depicting subjects such as Mike Piazza and Muhammad Ali? Yeah, I got it. Trying to reach. And that was by the American artist Leroy Neiman.
Yeah, I got the E and the I backwards in Neiman. But yeah, Leroy Neiman, best known for depicting sports scenes. Also, in later life, depicted animals as well. That's called Resting Tiger there on the left.
That is a resting tiger.
It is a resting tiger. Oh, tired, scraggly, stripedy boy. All right, question number 5. In 2020, what band set the record for longest ever music video when their visual accompaniment for the song Level of Concern ran for 177 total days? That is 21 pilots. The video was one where users could submit video content that was then incorporated into this video. It was ever evolving so that as long as people kept uploading content, the video kept running.
And it lasted until like from January to almost November. Like it was long.
Not quite that long.
Not quite that long.
But yeah, it lasted a time.
It lasted a long time. And the reason that they did the incorporation is, the premise for the original video is the 2 guys are trading a USB drive back and forth and adding to it to create the song because it's during quarantine.
Oh, cool. So like the Postal Service kind of thing.
So they kind of, so they make it out like it's this long distance, and at the very end of the video it shows that they live literally next door to each other. And they've just been passing it to each other's mailboxes.
That's pretty great.
Yep. It's a fun video. I like it. If I can't have it, then neither can you, is the base idea behind a type of mentality that is named for what animal that is known to sabotage the escape attempts of individuals when the group is in peril. That is crab bucket theory or crab mentality.
Yep.
One of the ways I love this is there is a group I watch on YouTube that plays Grand Theft Auto Races, which is actually how this came about. They somebody goes off into the lead and gets first place, and then the rest of them just spend the rest of the time exploding each other and talk about like, guys, it's like the crab bucket. No, trying to escape the crab bucket.
Question number 7. This one comes to you again from Sarah Ann Rapp. Thank you, Sarah. The following cartoon shows the absurd reach of legislation against obscenity and ultimately birth control, named after which U.S. postal inspector for whom a sitcom cat is also named. There's that cartoon with the, again, absurd reach of cracking down on a painter before he gets a chance to write any of the naughty bits in. That is the Comstock Act, which is named after Anthony Comstock. It was most famously used against Margaret Sanger for distributing materials pertaining to birth control, which is why that one was in. And, of course, Comstock being a censorship act, that is the ultimate redacted.
Yep,
right there. No. I said no.
And question number 8. Rearrange the following letters to form a 9-letter word. Is it cream? Is it cream? It's cream, isn't it? Let's just agree to quit fighting about it, and that is an armistice.
Yep. Two British soldiers sitting around during the 100 Years' War as Joan
I
of
thought
Arc.
we had truce.
Just because you keep saying it doesn't make it so.
Right before they get shot with arrows.
Well, yeah.
Indubitably.
Stab with Joan of Arc's sword.
Yep.
That too.
Yep.
But yeah, armistice is what we're looking for there.
And the scoring update for ya.
Yes. While he's pulling up the scoring update, want to remind you again, we're raising funds for the Texas Equal Access Fund, which is, of course, why Sarah decided to write the question on the Comstock Act tonight. So please, if you can, give to PayPal, which is ksizemore@hotmail.com, or use Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore. The sitcom cat, yes, very good question. Comstock was one of the many cats of Angela from The Office. I looked at the page that lists Angela's cats. It's close to 20.
That's a lot of cats.
I think it's lifetime cats, though. I don't think it's all at one time.
In 7th place with 5 points, we have First Time with Low Expectations. In 6th place, 10 points for Kanye West Nile Virus. 5th place, 11 points for Third Podium. 4th place, 13 points for Team Coast to Coast. It's tied for second, 14 points apiece for Magic Nose Goblins and Jodeci and Oracle. And in first place with 15 points, we have the Diet of Dewormers, or the Diet of Dewormers. But it's all about to change because it is time for the music round.
Maybe all about to change. We'll see what happens. We've had people get pretty darn good at the music round. So the music round is just a little bit different. You're going to hear 8 different clips. 1 point is given for each correctly guessed title, 1 point for each correctly guessed artist, and an additional 2 points if you're able to figure out the theme. So the 2-point question being the most valuable of the night, always worth a guess, even if you don't think you know it. So check that out. The link to your music clips will be posted in the comments. I'm grabbing that link right now and pasting it into the extremely hapless YouTube.
Yep.
And pasting it as well into Twitch.
I've already put it into Facebook.
So you've got that. It's in Facebook. Well done. So go there. Feel free to listen, rewind, and listen again. And we'll put up a 10-minute timer, and you will have 10 minutes to submit your answers. We won't play any filler music, so you can concentrate on what you're hearing.
It's a little bit over 5 minutes, so you should get almost 2 full listens before the 10 minutes are up.
And we'll pop back on here at the 2-minute warning to let you know how much time is left. Other than that, you won't see us unless it's 2 minutes or 0 minutes. Best of luck, everybody. We will see you soon.
See you in a bit.
All right, welcome to the 2-minute warning. You have just 2 minutes to get your answers in. I wanted to hippity hop back on here and let you know that you only have 2 minutes. That's right, I said hippity hop. We only have 2 minutes left because the last 2 minutes go by a lot quicker than the first 8, which we should just put on a t-shirt because I say it every week. Anyway, get your answers in as soon as you can, and good luck to you. All right, that is time. We're going to put the filler music back on, and as soon as we have all of the answer sheets, we'll grade those and get back to you. This is probably the best time of the night to take a break, powder your nose, refill your beverage. I got myself a wine cooler in the off time there.
Also, a good time to donate to our sponsor here this evening.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you want to help out the Texas Equal Access Fund, 100% of donations and tips from tonight's game will be going there. So, all you got to do is hit us up at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore or PayPal using ksizemore at hotmail.com, and we'll make sure that it gets to the right people, and excited to be part of we're excited to help out the cause. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. Part of the help.
Part of the help.
We're part of the help.
We are part of the help, aren't we?
Thanks for playing, everybody. Good luck. We will see you in just a little bit.
right, it is time to get into those correct answers for the third round, the music round.
Yeah, before we get started, just want to say thank you to Marnie Helfrich for their donation during the break. Cheers to that. And again, if you want to contribute, we're helping out the Texas Equal Access Fund tonight. And all you got to do is hit us up at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore, or use PayPal and ksizemore at hotmail.com. Texas Equal Access Fund, just the latest in a string of causes we're proud to support here at Gentleman Octopus.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, time is up. Thank you, Big Giant Balloon Letters.
Come on. Song number 1 was Amanda by Boston. Love that. Love that band. Love that song.
Good stuff. Song number 2 was Controlla by Drake. One of the fourth or fifth single to come off of Views. Yeah.
I love the Views album cover. It's so just absurd.
Yeah.
Just a big CN Tower. Little Drake up there.
You do a little Drake.
Do a little Drake. Yep. Song number 3 was Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm. Stevie Nicks is absolutely a one-of-a-kind vocalist and one of the greatest singers. But there's something about the Christine McVie songs I really like. And this is one of my favorite of the Christine McVie songs.
Yeah, Christine McVie is insanely talented.
Mm-hmm. Song number 4, Golden by Harry Styles off of Fine Line. Do you know anything more about this than I do?
Not too much. It was big when it came out. It was really big when it came out. Top 10 charting.
And it fit the theme.
Yeah, it did fit the theme.
Song number 5.
Song number 5 was If You Had My Love by Jennifer Lopez.
I think this was her first single.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I thought, ironically, her first single was Jenny from the Block.
No.
Yeah, I was like, that was weird.
Jennifer Lopez's first single, I believe, is If You Had My Love. If it's not, it would probably be Love Don't Cost a Thing. But let me see. Jennifer Lopez. A lot of celebrity gossip. Go to Wikipedia. Go to discography. I know the game. Don't tell me quote me the magic witch. I was there when it was written.
All right. Well, much.
If You Had My Love was her first, and it went to number 1.
Nice.
Good start for J-Lo. Song number 6 was Kiss Me Deadly by Lita Ford, ex-member of the Runaways, who said that one of the most common questions she got asked about her career from fans was, who's the guy playing the guitar on that song of yours? Really?
All right.
It's a dude, right?
Yeah, totally. And Ori Anthony doesn't do, everybody's guitar parts. No.
Or Wendy Melvoin of the Revolution.
Yeah. That's a bad take.
That's a bad take. Take a look.
Song number 7 was Miss Independent by Neo off of the spectacularly named Year of the Gentleman.
Yes, indeed. He wears the best hats. And that's the best style right there, that little
Neo's got strong hat game.
He is incredible.
Everybody talks about Pharrell having strong hat game. Neo's got strong hat game.
And underrated in terms of bops. He's got some fucking bops. Song number 8, your last one of the round, was Oh Girl by Paul Young. I went for it, and then I realized, that's not the key.
Pulled out of that one. Pull the ripcord. No.
Originally recorded by the Shy Lights, this one was then covered by Paul Young, probably best known for Every Time You Go Away. Yeah.
And your theme was alphabetical order. We had an A song and a B artist.
And a C song, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, O, O, P. And then we saw that Q coming up. And we're like, I think
we're good.
Gotta hit the brakes on Q.
Gotta sit my cup down.
Yep, hitting the brakes on Q for sure. All right.
Time for round number 4.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Bring ourselves back here. Bring round number 4's questions up. And let's go with question number 1, which is this one. Later remade into a short story titled A Jury of Her Peers. What one-act play by Susan Glaspell relies on the differences of the male and female experience when investigating a woman suspected of killing her abusive husband? What is the name of the one-act play by Susan Glaspell in which a group of characters investigate a woman suspected of killing her husband? The play's power ultimately derives from exploring the difference of the male and female experience. That's question number 1.
Question number 2, what 1987 James Bond film came out to celebrate the character's 25th anniversary with the newly minted Timothy Dalton making his debut as the world-famous secret agent.
Hot off the presses, Timothy Dalton.
So what 1987 film marked Timothy Dalton's debut as James Bond? That's question 2.
Question number 3. The flavivirus family includes mosquito-borne RNA viruses, such as the Zika virus, yellow fever virus, West Nile virus, and what other virus that takes its name from Kiswahili and West Indian Spanish and causes a disease whose symptoms include a telltale skin rash in addition to its namesake symptom. So, what virus of the flavivirus family takes its name from Kiswahili and West Indian Spanish and causes a telltale skin rash in addition to its namesake symptom? You can give us either the disease or the virus. Either one is acceptable. What is that virus or disease? That's question number 3.
Playing with fire there, talking about viruses. Question number 4. Lana Del Rey performed the non-album track Burning Desire at a motor show as an advertisement for the F-Type X152 from what British luxury automaker that merged with Land Rover in 2013? So what British luxury automaker merged with Land Rover in 2013 and had Lana Del Rey perform the track Burning Desire for its F-Type X152? What British automaker is that? It's question 4.
Question number 5. A graduate of Juilliard may relate to what alliterative 2-word title that has been redacted from the following set of playbills showing the works in a Neil Simon trilogy? So I'm going to show you those playbills. These are 3 playbills in a series of plays by Neil Simon. You got Brighton Beach Memoirs and Biloxi Blues. You can see the initial letter of the 2-word alliterative title of what other play whose title a recent graduate of Juilliard might find relatable. That's question number 5. What is that title?
Question number 6. Due to persistent rules violations involving paid recruits, what school was given the death penalty by the NCAA, canceling their 1987 football season? The school would not reach another bowl game until 2009. So, what school was given the death penalty by the NCAA due to persistent rules violations and would not reach another bowl game until 2009? What school is that? It's question 6. What school was down bad?
Yeah, down real bad.
Yeah.
Question number 7. Signed into law in 1925 by then-Governor Austin Peay, what act, named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives,
Almost sure it's Austin Peay, by the way.
Thanking you.
Yeah.
College football watching both.
Yep, exactly.
Named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives, effectively prohibited teaching evolutionary theory in public schools. More specifically, it actually enforced the teaching of creationism. You couldn't deny creationism, which of course did mean no evolution.
No evolution.
Question number 7 again is signed into law in 1925 by then-Governor Austin Peay. What act, named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives, effectively prohibited teaching evolutionary theory in public schools? What is the name of that act? That's question number 7.
And your last one of the round, question number 8. Lapet is a type of pickled fermented tea that is mostly unique to what Southeast Asian country where a fish soup called mohinga is also served? So what Southeast Asian country has a fish soup called mohinga and also lapet, which is a type of pickle fermented tea? What Southeast Asian country is that? That's question 8.
Question
And
recap.
time for the recap.
Starting with question number 1, later remade into a short story titled A Jury of Her Peers. What one-act play by Susan Glaspell explores the differences of the male and female experience in a group of characters who investigate a woman suspected of killing her abusive husband? What is the name of that one-act drama? That is question number 1.
Question number 2, what 1987 James Bond film came out to celebrate the character's 25th anniversary, with newly minted Timothy Dalton making his debut as the world-famous secret agent? In what James Bond film did Timothy Dalton make his debut? That's question 2.
Question number 3. The flavivirus family includes many mosquito-borne RNA viruses, including which one that takes its name from Kiswahili and West Indian Spanish. This virus causes a disease whose symptoms include a telltale skin rash in addition to its namesake symptom. You can give us either the name of the disease or the name of the virus. They're both the same. But that is question number 3. Identify the virus or identify the disease.
Question number 4. Lana Del Rey performed the non-album track Burning Desire at a motor show as an advertisement for the F-Type X152 from what British luxury automaker that merged with the Land Rover in 2013? What British luxury automaker merged with Land Rover in 2013 and put out the F-Type X152? That's question 4.
And question number 5. A graduate of Juilliard may relate to what alliterative two-word title that has been redacted from this image, which shows a trio of playbills for works by Neil Simon, interrelated works by Neil Simon. They all center on the character Eugene Jerome. You've got Brighton Beach Memoirs, you've got Biloxi Blues, and then you've got Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba.
You got Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba.
You tell us what the Bubba turns into when you expand it,
Yep.
and we'll give you a point. That's question number 5.
And possibly a cookie. Question number 6. Due persistent rules violations, including blatantly paying recruits, what school was given the death penalty by the NCAA, the first of its kind, canceling their 1987 football season? The school would not reach another bowl game until 2009.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. What school had their 1987 football season canceled? That's question 6.
Question number 7. Hold on. Signed into law in 1925 by then-Governor Austin Peay, what act, named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives, effectively ended teaching evolutionary theory in public schools? What act, named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives, prohibited the teaching of evolution and mandated the teaching of creationism? That's question number 7.
And your last question of the round. La Pet is the type of pickled fermented tea that is mostly unique to what Southeast Asian country, where a fish soup called mohinga is also served. So what Southeast Asian country has a fish soup called mohinga and La Pet, which is a pickled fermented tea? What country is that? It's question number 8, and that's round number 4. Get your answers in, and we will see you in just a few minutes.
Once again, we're doing this game to support the Texas Equal Access Fund, so hit us up on Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore or PayPal using ksizemore at hotmail.com to chip in. We'll be sending 100% of donations and tips to the Tea Fund. So thank you for joining us. Good luck in round number 4.
Dancer.
All right, it is time to get those answers for round number 4. Here's question 1.
Starting, yes, with question number 1, later remade into a short story titled A Jury of Her Peers. What one-act play by Susan Glaspell relies on the differences of the male and female experience while exploring a group investigating a woman suspected of killing her abusive husband. That is called Trifles. Trifles is the play. The men, of course, being the with the real guys, the real police officers, the people doing the real work. They go upstairs to the site of the murder to try to figure out if they can piece together any evidence. The women stay downstairs, notice a bunch of domestic clues, and find out, know what happened, and hide it all and don't let her hang for it.
Yeah. Question number 2, what 1987 James Bond film that came out to celebrate the character's 25th anniversary had Timothy Dalton making his debut, and that film was Living Daylights.
I asked TJ too, and he wrote this question, I'm like, is that the only James Bond film that starts with the word the? And he's like, nope. And then from the other room, just railing him off. Yep. The world is not enough.
The man with the golden gun.
The man with the golden gun.
Yep. The spy who loved me.
The spy who loved me. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's not like I had the Wikipedia up and was reading it literally yesterday.
Buddy, I was trying to give you a boost.
No, but like I literally was reading it last night. Like I'm making a James Bond question. What's it gonna be?
Question number 3. The flavivirus family includes many mosquito-borne RNA viruses, including which that takes its name from Kiswahili and West Indian Spanish. This virus causes a disease whose symptoms include a telltale skin rash, as well as its namesake symptom, that is dengue virus, which of course causes dengue fever. Yep. Mm-hmm. Most of y'all got this. I guess the etymology clues were probably pretty good, as I thought they would be. But yeah, those are the symptoms of dengue virus right there. Dengue fever, rather.
Question number 4. Lana Del Rey performed the non-album track Burning Desire at a motor show for an advertisement for the F-Type X152 from what British luxury automaker? And merged with Land Rover in 2013. That was Jaguar.
Yeah, it's a great song and a great video. And before anyone says that it was included on Paradise, it was included on Paradise, but as an iTunes bonus track. It wasn't included on the album proper. So Burning Desire is essentially a standalone Lana Del Rey single, which was released with her collaborator on the album Born to Die, as well, of course, as with Jaguar.
Yep.
Question number 5. A graduate of Juilliard may relate to what alliterative 2-word title that has been redacted from the following set of playbills in the
Neil Simon trilogy.
Neil Simon Eugene trilogy. Yep. You've got Brighton Beach Memoirs, Biloxi Blues, and finally, Broadway Bound.
Somebody said Broadway Bitches, and I liked that one.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
But yeah, Broadway Bound is what we're looking for. TJ.
Song number 6. Yeah. Question number 6. The song of regret right here. Due to persistent rule violations, including blatantly paying recruits, what school was given the death penalty by the NCAA that canceled their 1987 football season. School didn't reach another bowl game until 2009. That is Southern Methodist University. Yeah. The Mustangs were blatantly paying for them. Like, if you ever get a chance to watch the 30 for 30 documentary Pony Excess, well worth it. Mm-hmm. They were one of the big ones that was blatant about, they're paying for it. They got the 2 number 1 running backs in the class. How'd that happen? They're going to share carries. Yeah, because it was Craig Hodges and Eric Dickerson were the 2.
Oh, Eric Dickerson. Wow.
I believe it was Eric Dickerson.
Wow.
I'm almost sure it was now. But yeah.
Question number 7. Signed into law in 1925 by then-Governor Austin Peay, what piece of legislation named for a member of Tennessee's House of Representatives effectively prohibited teaching evolutionary theory in public schools? It effectively prohibited it because, again, the letter of the law is that it mandated teaching creationism, or said that no public school teacher could deny creationism. This is the Butler Act, which, of course, was the one at the focus of the Scopes monkey trial.
Yep.
That Clarence Darrow defended John Scopes. This was also how Ole Miss got in trouble. Middle-of-the-road recruiting school, then they land 3 of the top 10 prospects in the class.
That sounds interesting. Question number 8. La Pet is a type of pickled fermented tea that is mostly unique to what Southeast Asian country where a fish soup called mohinga is also served. That country is Myanmar.
Yep. There's a fermented tea leaf salad there on the left, which again, edible fermented pickled tea is a huge thing in Myanmar and practically nowhere else. And then mohinga is the fish soup scene over there, which looks like it looks like a lot of Southeast Asian fish soups in that it's kind of got this it's got a mixture of pho and bouillabaisse kind of a thing. Always got to have the egg. Always got to have the citrus. A little bit of fermented. It looks like I think that's fermented cabbage in there. I don't think it's prepared kimchi style, but yeah, a lot of interesting ingredients there. I'd try.
Known as Burma. What'd you say Burma for?
A panicked.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, and your scores. Let's take that away. Scoring update. 7th place, 8 points for first timer with low expectations. Tied for 4th, three-way tie. 32 points for third podium, Team Coast to Coast and Kanye West Nile Virus. Third place, 37 points for Magic Nose Goblins. And tied for first, we have Jodeci and Oracle and the Diet of Dewormers.
Sean says only other country in the world to not use the metric system. I believe Liberia also doesn't.
Palau?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Liberia. Pretty sure it's Liberia.
I thought Palau didn't use the metric system. I feel like I've been told that before.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I remember the fact used to be the United States, Liberia, and Myanmar. But I wonder if Liberia could have adopted it. Who knows?
Really?
We'll certainly be the last.
Oh, yeah. We'll die on that hill.
We will.
And we are going to go to round number 5. Once again, we have a tie for first place. Let's please break that.
All right. Best of luck, everybody. Round number 5 starts now with question number 1. Question number 1. The novels Lucy and Annie John were written by what author and essayist who was born in Antigua yet shares her first name with a different Caribbean country? What author and essayist wrote Lucy and Anna John? Those novels were created in addition to a bunch of essays by this author who was born in Antigua yet shares her first name with a different Caribbean country. Who is that author? That's question number 1.
Question number 2, perhaps most famous as the setting of a work of 20th century literature, what coastal Algerian city has been redacted from the following slide? So what coastal Algerian city has been redacted from the following slide, maybe most famous as the setting of a 20th century story?
Got a little squiggly lime green flag.
Little squigglies.
Little squiggly.
Little squiggles. So what Algerian city has been redacted? That's question number 2.
Question number 3. Now plying her trade with the Phoenix Mercury, what center is the only player in NCAA history to score 2,000 points and block 500 shots?
That's a lot of scoring.
The astonishing numbers of 2,000 points and 500 blocked shots belong to what basketball player and center now with the Phoenix Mercury? This player is the only person in NCAA history to hit the mark of 2,000 points and 500 blocked shots. That's question number 3. Name that center.
Question number 4. Although primarily known for an iconic turn in a 90s series, what actress' recent television credits include starring roles alongside Jamie Dornan and Mads Mikkelsen? Once again, although primarily known for an iconic turn in a 90s series, what actress' recent television credits include starring roles alongside Jamie Dornan and Mads Mikkelsen? Who's that actress? That's question 4.
Question number 5. The historical development of nations, such as Madagascar and many island polities in the Pacific, was assisted by what type of watercraft, seen on the following slide, and named for its trademark support floats? So what is the name for this kind of watercraft? Its trademark support floats, of course, give it its identity, but also its name. What type of watercraft is this? These types of boats were used for people to travel to Madagascar, as well as many polities throughout the Pacific Ocean. That's question number 5. Name that watercraft.
We're just moving right along here.
Name that watercraft.
Question number 6, seen on the following slide, partially redacted, is Apollo Sakratonos, a work by Greek sculptor Praxiteles depicting the god of poetry, music, and the sun, preparing to attack what type of animal, per the work's title? In this Praxiteles work, what are they preparing to attack? What animal? That's a sweet little redacted there.
Yeah, so I wanted to use the oval shape in order to redact the thing that's relevant, and I realized when he's had that Praxitelian lean and that oval shape like right up here,
Yep.
it looks like a surfboard. So I'm going all in, getting the hibiscus PNG, splashing the design on it.
Nice. Good stuff.
Party up, Apollo.
So in this Praxiteles work, what animal is Apollo about to fight? About to have a rumble. What is it? Question 6.
Question number 7. While performing at a Bronx fundraiser in 1973, what DJ and founder of hip-hop revolutionized music by using a two turntable setup to isolate beats for MCs to rap over? What Bronx DJ is regarded as the father of hip-hop for figuring out how to isolate beats for MCs to rap over? That's question number 7.
And your last of the evening, question number 8. Originally an adaptation of Marcel Achard. Achard or Achard?
I think it's Achard.
Yeah. Marcel Achard comic mystery play. The 1964 film A Shot in the Dark is the only one of the 12 films in what franchise whose title does not include either the name of the franchise or the main character? Once again, originally an adaptation of Marcel Achard comic mystery play, the 1964 film A Shot in the Dark is the only one of the 12 films in what franchise whose titles don't include either the name or of the franchise or the main character? What franchise is that? That's question 8, and it's time for the recap.
It is time for the recap. Again with question number 1. The novels Lucy and Annie John were written by what author and essayist who was born in Antigua, yet shares her first name with a different Caribbean country? What is the name of that author? That's what we're looking for in question number 1.
Question number 2, perhaps most famous as the setting of a work in 20th century literature. What coastal Algerian city has been redacted from this slide? What coastal Algerian city is that? It's question number 2.
That is indeed. Question number 3. Now plying her trade with the Phoenix Mercury, what center is the only player in NCAA history to score 2,000 points and block 500 shots? Those staggering numbers were put up by what center who now plays with the Phoenix Mercury? Identify that center. That is question number 3.
Question number 4. Although primarily known for an iconic turn in a 90s series, what actress' recent television credits include starring roles alongside Jamie Dornan and Mads Mikkelsen? What actress starred alongside Jamie Dornan and Mads Mikkelsen in recent years and is primarily known for an iconic turn in a 90s series? That's question 4.
Question number 5. The historical development of nations such as Madagascar, as well as many island polities throughout the Pacific, was assisted by what type of watercraft, which is seen on the following slide, and named for its trademark support floats? So for question number 5, simply we ask, identify this type of watercraft. What is that? That is question number 5. That's the only thing I can tell you. So that's question number 5.
Question number 6, seen on the following partially redacted slide, is Apollo Sakratonos, a work by Greek sculptor Praxiteles, depicting the god of poetry, music, and sun, preparing to attack what type of animal per the sculpture's work?
Per the work's title?
Per the work's title, yeah. Per the work's title, what animal is Apollo about to I almost said get it on. That was not the right way to go. Have a rumble with, according to Praxiteles.
The limbic system is weird, man.
Yep. It is question number 6, and we're going to skate right by that.
Question number 7. While performing at a Bronx fundraiser in 1973, what DJ and founder of hip-hop revolutionized music by utilizing a 2-turntable setup to isolate beats for MCs to rap over? What Bronx DJ is regarded as the founder of hip-hop music? That's question number 7.
And your last question of the evening, originally an adaptation of Marcel Achard's comic mystery play, the 1964 film A Shot in the Dark, is the only one of the 12 films in what franchise whose title does not include either the name of the franchise or its main character? What franchise has A Shot in the Dark as well as 11 other films? That is question number 8. Get those answers in. We will see you in just a little bit. Remember, we are raising money for the Texas Equal Access Fund, so please give generously. 100% of the proceeds tonight are going to that worthy cause, and we will see you in just a little bit.
Absolutely. Best of luck. All right, everybody. We have our final scores and our final results. Let's take a look at the answers from round number 5, starting with question number 1. The novels Lucy and Annie John were written by what author and essayist who, though born in Antigua, shares her first name with a different Caribbean country? Y'all did really well on Jamaica Kincaid.
Caribbean Queen.
Jamaica,
The whole time I was thinking that.
Trying to keep that Billy Ocean out of your head. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Jamaica Kincaid was the correct answer. Again, I think 6 out of 7 teams got it.
That's
so
impressive.
Well done.
Question number 2, perhaps most famous, is the setting of a work of 20th century literature. What coastal Algerian city has been redacted from the following slide?
You know it from The Plague by Albert Camus.
That is Oran.
That is Oran, indeed, where the action of the Plague takes place.
Yep.
Question number 3. Now plying her trade with the Phoenix Mercury, what center is the only player in NCAA history to score 2,000 points and record 500 blocked shots?
Doing so for Baylor, this is Brittany Griner.
Yep.
This is Olympic gold medalist, Brittany Griner.
Mm-hmm. We had some Lisa Leslie guesses. I'm guessing she hit the points total, but not the block shots.
I don't think she would have blocked it. She played at USC, right?
Let me see what
SC
her.
is right.
Let me see what Lisa Leslie's career totals were. Lisa.
She might have gotten there on
Leslie,
points.
College.
I'm almost sure.
Stats. Do-do-do.
I don't think Lisa Leslie is a big block shot.
Basketball reference.
Basketball.
Totals. What do we got? Sparks. Where's college? You go ahead and move on. I'll figure this out.
Question number 4. Although primarily known for an iconic turn in a 90s series, what actress' most recent television credits include starring roles alongside Jamie Dornan and Mads Mikkelsen? That was for The Fall and Hannibal, respectively. This is Gillian Anderson. And Gillian Anderson is a wonderful, wonderful actor.
Wonderful actor, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Question number 5. The historical development of nations such as Madagascar and many island polities in the Pacific was assisted by what type of watercraft, as seen on the following slide and named for its trademark support floats? What's up?
In her college career, 2,414 points. She definitely hit the points mark. 321 block shots.
That's a lot of block shots.
That's a lot of block shots.
Yeah.
I mean,
like Brittany averaged almost 7 a game.
That's insane.
At Baylor. Like,
that's insane.
Yeah.
I've also seen pictures of her standing next to a bunch of the other people on the court, and there's a noticeable size difference.
Yes. And those are outriggers.
Yep. Outriggers or outrigger canoes was acceptable. But yeah, those are the that was one of those questions. It's like, what are those boats that like have that thing out there?
Yep.
Those are outriggers. Question number 6. I'll just take this one.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
okay.
You can take the rest. That's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Seen on the following partially redacted slide is Apollo Sarktonos, a work by Greek sculptor Praxiteles, depicting the god of poetry, music, and the sun preparing to attack what type of animal per the work's title. Well, if you know your Greek a little extra, it's a little extra Greek. Yeah. You know that Sor means lizard. It is Apollo, lizard slayer, lizard killer, or scourge of lizards.
Scourge of lizards.
Scourge of lizards. Question number 7. While performing at a Bronx fundraiser in 1973, what DJ and founder of hip-hop revolutionized music by using a 2-turntable setup to isolate beats for MCs to rap over? That is DJ Kool Herc. DJ Kool Herc's younger sister wanted to raise some money for back-to-school clothes, so during his back-to-school jam, she had him perform a set. They got some donations. Everything went well, and hip-hop was never the same. Or hip-hop began, rather, there. So music was never the same after that. DJ Kool Herc. Also Jamaican-born.
Nice. Secret theme.
Secret theme, yep, that's what I was thinking. Question number 8, and your last one of the night. Originally an adaptation of a Marcel Achard comic mystery play, the 1964 film A Shot in the Dark is the only one of the 12 films in what franchise whose title does not include either the name of the franchise or its main character. Yeah, this was originally supposed to just be an adaptation of the Marcel Achard comic mystery drama, but the studios were like, hey, Pink Panther did well. Let's make this a Clouseau film.
Yeah.
It was a Clouseau film.
Pink
It was
Panther's like,
the,
I like money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pink Panther. You wouldn't think it. Favorite color is green.
Yep.
But yeah, the Pink Panther came out. Then it was a shot in the dark because they wanted to capitalize on its success. Then they brought out the other Pink
Is it
Panther
like
sequels.
Halloween 3, where it's not, where it was always meant to be
Number 2?
not interconnected stories?
Yeah, I don't know if it was like
That was Season of the Witch, right?
Season of the Witch.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the
exactly.
one.
Yeah, but like it was never meant to be all one story. It was never
No,
meant
it was never
to just
meant to
be
be
Michael
the Michael
Myers.
Myers. But
No.
Michael Myers was too damn successful for its own good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did. It's actually kind of the opposite. Yeah, but I mean, Pink Panther. Gotta love Pink
Yep.
Panther.
Let's go with the final scores. 7th place, 8 points for First Timer with Low Expectations. Thank you so much for playing.
Absolutely. And if you get yourself a team, I promise it'll feel a lot
It'll
less.
feel a lot less burdensome.
Exactly. These questions are designed for like there's one person on your team who knows this and it's their thing, and they get to feel great about their thing. And also there are things that you can work out together.
There are. 6th place, 37 points for Kanye West Nile Virus. 39 points, tied for 4th place. 3rd podium and Team Ghost Ghost. 3rd place, 43 points for Magic Nose Goblins. In 2nd place, with 47 points, we have the Diet of Dewormers. And in 1st place, we have Jodeci and Oracle. Congratulations, Jodeci and Oracle. On 48 points, that's a hell of a score.
Absolutely.
I thought we put together a pretty hard set, so that's a good score.
I like this set. I thought it was a nice middle of the road, maybe middle hard kind of set.
They
But
didn't
there's
miss a question
huge-
after round 1. They missed 2 in round 1, then went perfect.
All right then. Well, I thought the music round had a lot of coverage too, so I was excited to see people doing well on the music round.
Yep.
Yeah.
And once again, we are raising money for the Texas Equal Access Fund. So if you want to donate, Venmo is at McKinney-Sizemore. PayPal is at ksizemore@hotmail.com.
Yeah, and if you don't want to be identified, that's totally fine too. We're about to turn on some filler music and leave this up for about 10 minutes as we sign off for the evening. So no
thank
one
you,
will be announcing your
everybody for
donations.
playing. And have a great night, everybody.
Absolutely. See you next Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Gentleman Octopus Trivia. Good night.